this is Lulu Sketches. It is a rainy and gross day in LA today. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I made one of those ask me anything question thingies on my Instagram story. In case you didn't know, I have an Instagram. It's Lulu Sketches. That's where I post all of my artwork. Okay, first question. Do you deal with imposter syndrome after a few years in the industry? Yeah. I mean, I work with so many really talented, amazing artists, so sometimes I'm like, oh my god, my art is shit. But I more of use that as like encouragement. It mostly just inspires me to work harder. Have you found your wedding dress yet? Yes, I did. I bought my wedding dress at the end of last year. Have you ever thought about working in feature? Yes, totally. I totally would love to work in feature animation eventually. The most important thing to me is that I'm working on a project that I'm really passionate about. Right now, that's Tangled the series. But in the future, I definitely want to work for feature. I would love to do visual development for feature animation. How to start / finish / continue a sketchbook. I have no idea. I don't really use sketchbooks. I use like loose leaf printer paper. Have you ever considered doing an MFA? If so, which one and where? I considered doing an MFA after I went to college because I didn't go to an art school and I thought that I needed an MFA to get into the animation industry. So I visited a couple schools and then I realized that an MFA was not for me, so. What do you think about a beginner artist moving to LA for inspiration and motivation? Los Angeles is one of the most expensive places to live. If you really are gonna work in animation, you should be able to be motivated no matter where you are. Figure out if this is really what you wanna do before actually moving out here. Do you need a bachelor's to get into the animation industry, or can a strong portfolio suffice? I don't think you even need a bachelor's to work in animation, because I know a lot of artists who dropped out of art school to start working in animation, so. I do have a bachelor's degree, but I didn't go to art school, so it's worthless. Would you consider being a mentor? No. I work full-time, and then in my off time, I make YouTube videos and work on my own personal art, so I just really don't have the time to mentor someone. Yeah, sorry. I don't think I would even be that good a mentor, so I don't think you guys are missing out on much. Will you be at CTN 2019? No, I will not. This year I'm not going to CTN, I'm going to Lightbox Expo instead. Doing an expo is a financial investment. I can't afford to do more than one of those per year, so this year I've decided to do Lightbox Expo. How do you define palettes for your pieces? As I've shown before, when I've done like a background painting tutorial, I do a color study beforehand and figure out what I want to do with the color. I'm never going for like a certain palette. I just kind of use whatever colors I want. What brings you peace during times of struggle? I have an anxiety disorder, and that's something that causes a lot of struggles for me. What brings me peace is thinking about everything that I have in life, that I have to be grateful for, the people in my life. Also Mabel, when I'm struggling with anxiety, I'm really happy to have my dog. When I'm feeling really anxious, I just like to hold her. She helps me a lot. Next question. Favorite anime? I think my favorite anime is Maid Sama. It's actually one that I just watched like pretty recently. I bought all 18 volumes of the manga. I've already read all of them. Another one of my favorite animes would be Fruits Basket. The manga more so than the anime. But they're remaking Fruits Basket. They're making an anime with the entire full story, and I'm really, really excited for that. Another one of my favorites is Azumanga Daioh. Not enough people have seen this anime, but it's one of my favorite animes of all time. So that's also up there. What am I doing? Okay, bye. If you could work on any animated film, which one would it be? If I could have worked or could work on any Miyazaki film, I feel like they're a defining part of my life. That's what I would dream of working on. What is your favorite pasta shape? I think I like bow ties or fettuccine. I also super love angel hair. Fettuccine, linguine. Okay, no, not linguine. Fettuccine, tortellini. Okay, ooh, why is this so hard for me? Maybe bow tie, ravioli, tortellini, fettuccine, angel hair. I'll limit myself to those top 5, okay? But Don't quote me on it. Favorite song to listen to while drawing? Recently, I've been listening to the soundtrack for To All the Boys I've Loved Before. One of my favorites is Lovers by Anna of the North. Is it harder to get an animation job without going to art school? I'd say yes, mostly because it's just harder to get your portfolio seen by the right people. The hardest part for me was just not having any connections. A lot of art schools out here in California, the classes are sometimes taught by industry professionals, or they have art shows at the art schools where industry professionals actually go to them. Did you ever want to stop doing art because it was challenging? No, I've always loved doing art, so even when I made really shitty art, I was like, this is the best thing in the world. I love drawing. I didn't care that I made shitty art. Making art makes me so happy. I would never get to a point where I just would stop because I'm like, oh, I'm not good enough. If I didn't like my stuff, I wouldn't show it to anybody, but it wouldn't stop me from creating. Would you enjoy doing cosplay? And if so, who would you want to cosplay as? I think cosplay would be really fun. I've always said, like, if I ever cosplayed, I'd want to be Spider-Man. I would love to wear like a really legit spider suit, but those are so expensive and I'd have to get it like custom tailored. Do you have any sort of collections? I don't really collect anything. I'm actually kind of a minimalist. I wouldn't say I'm 100% minimalist, but with a lot of things, I don't keep much. Did you go through any awkward teen phases? Oh yeah. Some kids are really cute with braces. I was not one of those kids. How did you and your fiance meet? We met at the University of Virginia, my first year of college. What's your favorite thing to do at home besides drawing? I love hanging out with my dog Mabel. And I also really love weightlifting. I love long distance running, and I love to eat. I love food. If you've heard of Girl Scout cookies, which kind is your favorite? I was a Girl Scout, and my favorite Girl Scout cookie is the Caramel Delight. I think on the West Coast they're called Samoas. What other names were you considering for your sweet puppy? This is Mabel, but I also considered the name Lemon, Basil, and Meatball. Will you ever get Mabel a friend? I would love to eventually get like 20 dogs, so yes. When you moved to California, how did you know you're doing the right thing? I didn't. What is your Myers-Briggs type? I'm a Gryffindor. Which My Hero Academia quirk do you think is the best? Todoroki's I feel like is like very powerful. And for like a more fun quirk, I like Momo's. Like it's very useful and it can also be fun. Do you have any recommendations to watch on Netflix? Yes, I just watched this series. It's called You. I think it was originally on Lifetime. It will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's dark, but it's also like really creative. I would highly recommend it. It is Dan from Gossip Girl. And then Shay Mitchell is in it too. She's like the sporty swimmer girl from that terrible show. What's it called? Pretty Little Liars. It was a terrible show, but yes, I watched every season of Pretty Little Liars. I want to know who A was. Favorite book character? Harry Potter and Dumbledore. Favorite My Hero Academia character? Oh, I think Bakugo or Todoroki. Oh, I love them all though. That's the thing about My Hero Academia. There are so many main characters in My Hero Academia that you care about, and they're all so good. Not a question, but Mabel is adorable. She really is. How do you come up with the outfits for the characters that you draw and design? I love clothes, and I usually just draw characters in clothing that I want to wear. Do you plan on ever making another art book? Yes. Which Disney animal sidekick would you want as your sidekick? Miko, the raccoon from Pocahontas. But luckily, I already have an animal sidekick right here. She's basically a little Disney character. What's your weightlifting routine? So for weightlifting, I do a 3-day split. Push-pull legs. Legs on Monday, push day on Wednesday, and pull on Friday. Push consists of chest, triceps, and shoulders. Pull consists of back and biceps. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, I will go for a long run, and I will do HIIT on those days, which is high intensity interval training. So I'll do sprints as well as a long run. I take a rest day 1 or 2 days a week. If I work out on the weekend, I'll usually do a full body day, or I will go for a long run. Last few questions. What did you learn at university that you probably wouldn't have learned at an art school? This is a really good question. Most people are just like, why did you not go to an art school? I went to my dream school, the University of Virginia, and I learned a lot at that school. If I just went to college with all artists, I wouldn't feel that I got a full experience, especially being from like a very small town in Virginia. I needed to meet all kinds of people. I was very into science and math in high school. My favorite classes at UVA were definitely physics classes and economics classes. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that full education had I gone to an art school. The campus is called Grounds, and Grounds is just like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It was just like, I felt like I was just like living in a fairy tale because it was so beautiful there. I just loved college. If there was one dream company you wanted to work with, what would it be? I would say Studio Ghibli for this one. I would love to work with Hayao Miyazaki, especially. Or if I could work at Nintendo on a Legend of Zelda game, that would be incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you in some way or something. So sorry if I didn't get to your question. I didn't realize there would be hundreds. I couldn't possibly answer them all in one video, but let me know if you guys enjoy these Q&A videos because I can do them more often and get through more questions if that is something that you guys are interested in. Just let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy Q&A videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye!